All right. So, fresh off of a fight with the King of Feathers and some exploring of the amphitheater here in Omu, you guys find yourselves with some more loot as you Elder Scrolls inventory manage your way to maximum efficiency by absolute necessity, given that you haven't been back to Port Nyanzaru since picking up a bunch of big metal pieces from some dwarves. So, let's see. I guess the most notable thing that you guys would have picked up was your helm of telepathy, I believe it was.
We did pick up a helm of telepathy.
Yeah. So that was a cool fancy thing you found, and you still have Bag of Nails with you for the time being, who helped you kill the King of Feathers, but did not find his own honorable death. And yeah, you're kind of just here in the northwestern reaches of Omu with 2 puzzle cubes in your possession. Theoretically, 7 more to go. And the question is, what do you want to do?
We're going to go to the hair. The bunny corn.
Oh yeah, and we get to keep it.
Can we take a long rest first?
We're so
Or a short
tired.
rest, sorry, short rest.
How
I need a
late
nap.
is it in the day?
Yeah, I'm for a short rest as well. I could use one.
Okay. So, do you want to do it kind of like somewhere in the shadow of the amphitheater, or what's the plan there?
There's those nice houses, building things right nearby. Nobody else objects.
I'll ask Bag of Nails if he's here. I'll ask him where he was hiding out.
I think basically what he tells you is he didn't really have a base. He's just been kind of wandering through the city.
Oh. Well. Shoot. I don't know.
I mean, unless you're worried about the Nananas, we can just camp here.
Yeah, I think it would probably be the best bet to hang out here. How dense is this forest in here? That the King of Feathers ran out of?
I mean it's more like bushes than trees, so not super dense.
All right. Well, I guess while I'm resting, I'm gonna have Stratos see if he can find a nest in there. Since the thing came charging out of there, I'm just chancing a guess there may be a nest in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to see if it has any babies or anything.
Steal more babies in Omu. Okay. So the plan then is you guys want to kind of chill out here somewhere or inside? I don't know.
I'd prefer in one of the buildings, just in case. So other stuff doesn't see us.
Well, anybody else have any input?
Nope, I don't care.
I don't even care about this short rest, so whatever you guys want to do. I don't have anything that's gonna help me with.
I definitely need one, so.
Okay. Well, it sounds like the only real opinion in the group is let's get inside. So then that would leave either going back into the tunnels under the amphitheater or checking out one of these outlying buildings.
What are those other 3 buildings across the front?
Those are the buildings where you found some like tombs, basically. Not like big sprawling things, but single
Oh,
like
that's right.
sarcophagi, and yeah, one of them was broken, and inside you found a burial mask.
I'm fine with either there or just out in the open, but it doesn't matter then.
Okay. So I don't know. I mean, we'll say you kind of just tuck back a little bit into the gate at the back of the amphitheater, and somebody roll me a D100. All right. So Stratos heads out, surveying the bushes and trees over in this area.
Can you tell me the rolls?
I mean, when they like directly apply, yes.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I mean it's just off. I'm going off of a table, so it's like you really don't know what the deal is until the thing happens, if a thing happens. Okay, so let me do one more thing. Okay. So, yeah, as you all head into the tunnel at the back of the amphitheater and find a clear spot kind of out of the way, so if there is any dinosaur traffic coming in and out to the known Deinonychus nest, you won't be too much in the way. And yeah, you kind of take a load off for a few minutes, and as you're sitting there, not quite at the end of a short rest yet, let's roll for this.
Fib also has her thing that we can't be surprised.
Yeah. So Fib, your dart starts like doing the glowing, vibrating thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you look around, and I think at first you don't see anything, and then you notice just this little like hint of movement, actually down, kind of creeping towards your feet.
Ooh,
As-
is it a snake?
It's a vine.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Oh, she's gonna get evil deaded.
I
Whoa, whoa,
I don't know what that
whoa! Nothing good.
Is very gratuitous and not PG.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay.
You
It's
tell me
an
that
American
vine doesn't have
tentacle monster.
nefarious things in mind.
Was our short rest successful, or is this during the short rest?
This is during the short rest.
Okay, if a vine is moving, I'll just try to cut it in half with my sword. 'Cause
Okay.
why not?
Yeah, do the thing.
I didn't do good.
Okay, so let's see here. You roll an 11 to hit, which does not hit the vine.
Whoops.
Would you say it does not make the cut?
And shut up.
I mean, I wouldn't say it, but clearly someone here would. Okay. So
I don't know that Fib says anything because she expects you all to see that she just jumped up and slashed at a vine with her sword. Well,
this is
maybe
fair.
she'll just be like, "The vine, get it."
All right. So I'm just going to bring everybody back to the map we used for the King of Feathers fight, just so I can have you all like able to see your initiative. We're not actually going to use a map because this is just a pretty simple encounter. But it is good to have you guys able to look at the initiative order. So do that. Bring you over here. And bring this thing out. Cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's slow as shit. So everybody gets to go before this assassin vine. So let's Yeah, and I guess I can roll again for Fib too. There you go, 13. So Azaka gets up, attacks the thing. I feel like it might not survive to actually make an attack, but we'll see. Claw and claw. She hits twice and begins tearing at the vine. And then it is Lucius's turn. Hello, Lucius.
I'm muted.
Cool.
Do I see the vine?
Yeah, so it's kind of like wormed its way along the ground. Like we'll say it's basically in the middle of the party, and it was approaching Fib before it was noticed and attacked. And so yeah, it's kind of in the midst of everybody.
All right. Well, I'm gonna send Stratos over and.
Stratos is scouting.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'll get up and run over and fucking touch it then.
Okay.
Whatever. Same thing.
All right. So yeah, with a 23, you hit, no problem. Make sure there's nothing weird here. Yeah. Okay. So you electrocute the vine, and between like a couple of claw attacks and your crazy like taser grip, the vine is still looking pretty hardy.
All right. Well,
Anything else?
I don't know how much movement it cost me to get over to it, but I would like to get away from it.
Yeah, that's fine. So
it can't take a reaction. So
exactly. So that's cool. Yeah, don't worry too much about movement numbers, like theater of the mind stuff. It's kind of flexible.
Yeah, I just want to run over and like slap it, just shock the shit out of it, and keep running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see like a little bit of like smoke rising up from it. Okay, so then that being a thing, Fib, what do you do?
Fib, well, hang on 1 second. Oh, I'm probably right next to it, so I can't do a chill
Yeah.
touch.
What about Gromad?
Poor Groyalmod.
Oh, yeah, my mistake. It like double skipped. Groyalmod, do your crazy DPS thing. Maybe you'll just kill this
Okay.
thing before anybody even gets to it.
Hunter's mark on the thing, and then I'm going to shoot it twice.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 11, and then okay, 7, nice. Okay, so it is still alive, but this vine is looking pretty messed up. Now Fib.
And now Fib will just hit it again. Her sword.
Cool. Yeah, she will. All
Did
right.
it die?
No, it's just hanging on.
Okay, it would do the oop. Oh, it never rolls damage. I always think it will. There we go.
Okay, yeah. All right, psychic blade and shreds the vine, and it's dead. Okay.
It hit the vine's mental capacity.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, like, strangely, it does take psychic damage, so yeah. Cool. So you shred that thing with mind powers and electricity and lots of stabbing. And then the short rest continues and concludes without any more interruptions.
And make sure you get to roll more if you're rolling hit dice. For Prayer of Healing. Where is it?
Song of
Definitely
Song of
not
Rest.
Song of Rest.
Yeah. Prayer of Healing is
Always
definitely
call
not
it
a
Prayer of
cleric
Healing.
thing.
I always think it's that. I'm gonna
Suddenly,
fucking
Fib is
kill
just
myself
praying.
if this cat doesn't stop meowing. Meow! Oh my god. She's mad if the door is closed. She's just randomly decided within the last few weeks. She's such a crybaby. Can you guys hear her?
No.
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 God.
You are enduring
You are
this torture
suffering alone in your pain.
Yes.
I'm both upset and happy that you can't hear her.
So yeah, everybody's rolled their hit dice that needs them.
Good sir.
I train my kitty.
Good sir. I
Okay,
have
what do you
done
want to train him
that.
to do?
It
Not
is a
kill us.
her, thank you very much, and I want to train her to sit.
You're not gonna train her to not kill us?
Nah,
Not yet.
that's lesson 2.
That's a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
How big a one?
I'll have my cat do the same thing. I'm
Okay.
watching Serenade
Yeah.
do this.
I don't really need a short rest. Animal handling. That is a natural 20 or 24.
Okay. So yeah, we see Sirene and her little Commandant cub immediately kind of making it work, you know. We probably see like Sirene mime sitting,
Oh,
and then
Mine
of
sitting.
course. Thor rolls a
Wow.
torture.
That's a
Wow.
good kitty too.
Alright.
Jesus.
Okay,
I guess we like
You got him.
Commandants.
you got him young and impressionable apparently.
They're still gonna kill you, so.
Well, at least when you say sit, they sit. Okay.
It's gonna be an Inuyasha situation.
Sit, boy. Boom.
I mean, they can't do us if they're over there.
Just don't
Okay.
use that
So yeah, we have two little commandants who know how to sit.
Aww.
Sirene shortly contemplates what would happen if she cut off all the snakes as they appear, if they grow back.
Hey, Becca, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm gonna take this
But she
creature
does
and I'm
not
gonna
believe in
fucking torture it.
self-mutilation.
I'm gonna cut all of its heads off except one.
I'm so good to this snake. I only cut its heads off, but the evil ones.
It's not a snake. It's a kitty.
You don't know that?
Well, right now it is clearly not a snake because there is no snake.
Fair.
It is 100% kitty. So
Okay. So yeah, an hour well spent, not dying and training cats to sit. So
it's pretty impressive when you think about it.
yeah. So after an hour, probably even less than an hour, Stratos comes back. Let's see, what's your communication range with him?
I don't know, because it's always been
I mean, okay. Yeah, either way, like, even if he has to leave range and come back to communicate this to you, like, there's not much to be found.
it's
over
within
in the
100
bushes.
feet, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, he's kind of gone. You lose the connection for a few minutes, and there really isn't much to speak of over there that you wouldn't really expect.
So no nest or
No.
nothing. He couldn't find any.
Right.
young- Okay. So, good. Because if there were young, I'd have to go kill them. Because we're not taking any more fucking pets. So, that's good. I guess that's all I really wanted to check out with Stratos. For,
Okay.
Or, I guess, how long did that take?
We'll say scouting that out would have taken, call it like 15 minutes.
Because I would have sent him probably out just scouting around a couple other places. then.
All right. So yeah, let's talk through that. Where else would you want to get a kind of rough scouting report going on?
This area.
Okay.
More particularly this house. Because it
Okay.
looks like it may be a temple of some sort.
Okay, that's fair. So yeah, exploring that area of the city. Stratos takes another, I don't know, call it like 20 minutes or so. And let's see here. So, yeah, that particular building that you marked out there does kind of seem to bear a few resemblances to some of the shrines that you've been at. Specifically, it's a building with carvings of monkeys hanging by their tails.
Okay.
Yeah, so they decorate two cracked obelisks that stand before a shrine enclosed by broken walls, much like all the other ones you've been to. Inside, you see, like, inside the walls around the shrine, you see, or Stratos would have seen that there were, like, some bits of vegetation growing up. And then some archways that open into darkness at the base of the ruin. And mounted above the central arch is a stone plaque bearing an inscription.
Can I read it?
Can you read Old Omuan?
I do have a spell I could cast. Is it within 100 feet of us?
Probably not. If I had to guess, let's have a look here.
I mean, if not,
No.
then fuck it. I'll just make note of the plaque and
Yeah, and like when you get there, eventually.
yeah. So I would assume
Yeah.
Stratos told me there's a plaque of some sort, but couldn't read it.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, yeah. So I'll make note, and I will mention to the group that hey, just across the road, there's another temple too. It looks like.
Indeed.
So.
And then, I think probably also as part of this investigation, you would get a report from Stratos that up kind of against the base of the cliff wall that encloses the city in this area.
Okay.
There is an obelisk that seems to like stand next to some sort of opening in the cliff face.
All right. I'll make a note of that. I'll investigate. I'll have Stratos probably investigate that next time we're up in this area. A little
Okay.
bit more, but I don't know. That's probably about what all I can investigate around this area
Yeah.
anyway. So
Probably.
I'll relay that to everybody and say that I'll send Stratos to investigate the obelisk when we're checking out the temple, and then that way we're a little closer. I can be able to read a plaque or anything if there's anything up. So.
All right. So at the end of the long rest, having done that little bit of scouting and picked out some locations, do you all still want to go down to the El Mirage's shrine, the bunnycorn, down here, or do you want to go across the road? What is plan?
I feel like the bunnycorn one might be easier. Should be easier, hopefully.
It's like skiing. If it has a bunny on it, then it should be fine.
We're already at the monkey one. You might as well stop by and at least see what's there.
Does not matter to me which one.
I mean, if we want to check out the monkey one, then I'll send Stratos over to investigate the shrine while we're walking over to the monkey hut. Or the obelisk, I mean. Not the shrine. Hello?
I feel like the party has been attacked by Commodons and all put to sleep.
Yeah.
I said I don't.
Because most of the time, it doesn't matter what we do. It seems that we're gonna attack people no matter what. Let's just do it.
To the monkeys!
But which people are you going to attack? There you go. Okay, to the monkeys.
Yeah. And as
Um,
we're walking over, I'm investigating Obelisk. But
Cool.
I tell Stratos just to get a quick glance, look at it, and then come back, because I'm going to need you.
All right. So let's get a quick peek at what we've got here. Do. Okay. So approaching the obelisk, Stratos would be able to see that, well, first of all, it is draped in vegetation and all of that good stuff. And it stands next to this kind of cavernous opening that actually aligns pretty well with like one of these little side streets here leading through the city. It's not really a street so much as an alley with you know, that mud path kind of beaten down along.
Yeah.
But along this cavern, we can see it kind of like cuts through to the north and eventually opens up to a map that I want to take a look at, and for some reason isn't showing up where it's supposed to be. Well, let's get a quick look at this. All right. So yeah, it opens to kind of a little, still open air, but definitely cavernous kind of location with grass and bush growing from the ground. And there are seemingly three. No, that's not really a path. So like two excavated, like stone mason created entrances. One straight ahead, lying beyond a second obelisk, and then one off to the right. The one straight ahead seems to lead to like it's an ornate kind of grand entryway sort of deal, and to the left it's like a little bit more narrow, and just kind of leads off into darkness.
Does it look like they wrap around it all, or is it like actual diverted paths?
I mean, I think the only way to tell that would be to go down one of them, right?
I'll send Stratos down the more narrow, I guess. Just a hair down it, just to kind of get a look and see what's going on.
Okay. All right.
He is flying too, by the way, so not slithering around along the ground.
Okay. So yeah, give me a perception or wisdom check for Stratos.
That would be an
11.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I think that's enough to notice, like as Stratos goes down the side tunnel, that there are the familiar shapes of some gargoyles, kind of like looking down above or from above at like the ledges that are kind of formed by the open ceiling of this this little cavern. Each one with the face of a bearded devil, its mouth agape in a silent scream. Very welcoming.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, are they like, is it a like pressed into the wall kind of thing, or is it like a statue?
No, these are like gargoyles perched on the cliffs.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
oh wait, these are the same ones that we saw before, right?
Yes.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I thought I
Um,
was thinking you were describing like one of the houses for whatever reason.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, yeah, going down this little tunnel, you see that there are, or Stratos would see, that there are alcoves running out, kind of branching every 10 feet or so, with a total of 9 of them. 4 on each side and 1 dead ahead set into the wall.
How deep?
So the alcoves are cut out to a depth of about 5 feet, and inside each of them, you can see that there is a different bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil.
And that's in each one?
So there are 9 things, and
Yeah.
there are 9 different statues, 1 for each alcove.
And I'm gonna guess each statue happens to be one of the imposter trickster gods.
Why? Yes, they would.
All right, I will recall Stratos, and I guess once he gets back to me, I will say, "Well, I found where we're gonna have to probably put all of these cubes." And I will mark on the map end. Skull and crossbones. But I'll say I will relay all of this to the party. That I think the way to whatever is causing this is probably back there. It looks very
Okay.
evil.
Very evil. Okay.
But are you really surprised at that?
A little?
You shouldn't judge things on if they look evil or not.
Fair point, I guess. Sweet embrace of death. I mean, that's about right.
So yeah, that's what's there, or something vaguely approximating it. But yeah, so you gather all of that stuff as you are just making your way back across the road to, boom, Monkey Shrine. So, not to be confused with Monkey Shine. So at this building, now that you're like actually standing in front of it and able to kind of take it in, yeah, you see this building. It's enclosed by the crumbling wall. It has 4 entrances clearly visible to you. I actually don't know if I just misspoke. Did I say 4? Or did I say 5?
4.
4.
5. 4 of them closed is what I meant to say. So there is a central path that lies open, directly in line with the gate into the outer wall here, and then on each side of this single open path, there are 2 all of them just facing out the same side of the building, that stand closed with portcullises blocking your way.
Is there any vines and stuff on the portcullises, or do they look like they've been opened recently enough to where there's not like plants and vegetation?
A valid question. Well, I think that they probably look relatively overgrown.
Okay, so they haven't been opened in a while.
It would seem that way.
Okay. Well, and do they all lead in? Like, does it look like they all lead to the same place?
I mean, as much as one can tell, looking into some unlit corridors, but I mean, they all go in the same direction, opening at the south end of the building and continuing north.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, as far as I can see, it seems like they're all going into the building. They're not going, like, down or anything.
Correct.
Okay. And I believe I have 60-foot dark vision. How far into the building can I see? Full 60 feet?
Let's have a look at that. So, let me just double check the scaling on this before I...
And I do have 60 feet. So.
Yeah. All right. So with 60-foot dark vision, yeah, you could make out a lot of the finer details here. So down the central path, you would see that it opens up into a larger chamber. Sorry, I'm just juggling a bunch of tabs. All right, so you would see that there is a 10-foot tall statue of an evil-looking monkey balancing on its tail atop a stone platform in the middle of this 20-foot high chamber. The statue's limbs are splayed with hands and feet cupped. On the wall behind it, you can see bits of a sculpted relief showing a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent. Inscriptions are carved above and below the relief. The rest, I don't think you'd be able to make out from here.
Can I at least see the inscriptions enough to read them, or would I have to get closer?
So the statue is partially between you and them, so you would probably have to at least get into the room.
All right. Comprehend languages, Stratos, be my eyes. So I'm going to go send Stratos through and see what it says. Flying as is usual.
All right. Excellent. So let's see here. All right, so the inscriptions in this room, kind of framing the relief carved into the wall, explain how Moa betrayed Wongo. Wongo being the monkey creature, the Sioux monster, if you recall. You've actually seen some of these things in the wild. They're like the creepy, otherworldly monkey things.
Oh, that's the real evil ones.
Yeah, like the ones that just followed you for a while through the woods. Yeah, so Wongo's a Sioux monster, and you see it's fighting a Jakuli, which is like a feathered serpent.
Okay.
I don't know what side Fib is on.
How big is a Jakuli?
Let's see.
And is it like a giant flying snake, or?
So it has like a few feathers and spines protruding from its head. Best guess, just kind of knowing how big a Sioux monster is and comparing it to a Jakuli. You'd gather the snake is probably like 15 feet long.
Okay.
And what'd you say, Becca?
I know what side Fib is on.
Yes.
So yeah, the text surrounding the reliefs is just an explanation of how the snake thing betrayed the monkey thing, basically.
Okay. And I guess I'm gonna pull out my book, and we have something in here that's Kubazan bravery, Shigambi wisdom, Moa is question mark. So
Yeah.
Does it look like the statue is like positioned in a way that something should be draped over the hands and
So-
over the feet?
With Stratos in the room, and as you like kind of turn and that field of view, you know, like catches the statue and probably the other as yet unseen corners of the room, you notice one other prominent thing about this room, which is the fact that there are 4 masks of painted stone protruding from the walls. They depict the heads of a lion, a zebra, a boar, and a vulture.
Alright.
What does the text say?
Specifically, it actually doesn't give me specific text to read to you, but it would mention the story of how, let's see, Wongo broke into Ubtao's palace and stole a pail of water for the people of Omu. When Ubtao came running to find it, Wongo hid the pail in a Jakuli's burrow. Ubtao asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa the Jakuli was too honest to lie and betrayed Wongo.
So I wonder if we just put some water in his hands. Like you said, the hands and feet were cupped, like look kind of like bowls.
Somewhat like bowls, yes.
So I guess I'll look to Sierne and I'll say, well, we want to use the jug water.
Sure. I will, I guess, pour water in his hands.
I'll give her a hand.
Okay.
Struggle pouring water in his hands, apparently.
So,
Well, it's a big statue, I think.
so oddly specific question. Of the 4 cupped limbs, which one would you like to pour water into?
Where are the 4 masks?
Well, as you are looking around the room, the north wall is where the relief is. The east and west wall each have 1 mask on them. To the left is the lion, to the right is the vulture. And then the south wall, kind of if you were to do a U-turn in either direction from where you come in, you would run into each of the other 2 masks, which are, again, a boar and a zebra.
Do you know which hand I should pour this into?
So the statue hands, are they, or hands and feet, are they all like equidistant just right in front of the statue, or are they like spread out like spread eagle essentially in each direction of the mask?
I mean, I think it's not like you don't see a direct correlation from, you know, each limb to each mask.
Okay. Are the masks able to be removed? from the wall, or are they carved into the wall?
I mean, you could give it a shot.
Um,
Would you like to try pulling one off?
no, I just want to know if they're actually like built into the wall or if they're just a mask hanging on the wall.
I mean, they look to be made of stone. They seem somehow affixed to the wall, but you don't know if it's loosely or if they are carved directly from the same block of stone. So,
Well, if
Pull
you guys,
one off.
I'm not touching it. So
If you want to check if they're
Make
magical, I'll
Stratos
go
do it.
pull one off.
I was gonna say, if you guys want to wait like 10 minutes, I can cast Unseen Servant and just have my servant pull them all off.
Ooh,
That
how
works
many
better.
appears because of that?
It's just one.
What? I thought before you had a lot of them.
Yeah, because I cast it.
in rapid succession, as he got a bunch of them killed.
Yeah.
We
So
cast it at a higher spell slot, and then we can.
I'm gonna cast it
have
as a
back
ritual so
massages.
that I can
Oh, okay.
actually have spells to fight in case shit goes south. So,
Okay.
if no other better ideas, I'm going to vacate the premises and just go outside and plop down and ritualistically cast Unseen Servant.
Okay, so as you walk out and you kind of like plop down, you just kind of look at the building. Out of the corner of your eye, you do see that that plaque that you had noticed.
Oh,
previously.
sorry, I thought that was what I read. No, I did mean to read that too. Well, I
Yeah.
had comprehend. Sorry, that was. I thought we had already. read
Yeah, I figured you meant to, so that's I'm calling it out. So the plaque over the door just says, "Better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy."
Mm.
Who has animal friendship?
I mean, I have a friend that's an animal.
Grommet can cost
No,
it.
you fucking
casting animal
don't.
friendship.
Well, the whole story of it is he took water for the village and was caught. So I would think giving water to him
Wait, took water for or from the
for
village?
the village.
Four.
He took
Okay,
it from
that's a big
Ubtao
difference.
for the village. I think if we were to share water with him, or with the statue that might do it, I don't know. The cupped hands look like they can hold a liquid, right?
Theoretically.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll Unseen Servant, and we want to just have him dump it? We could just give him the jug.
That,
Yeah.
Can he just pee in the thing's hands?
I don't think he can pee.
Oh.
He's kind of a shapeless, mindless, invisible force.
How dare you call him mindless?
I mean, that's literally what the spell says.
do we want to send the jug in there? If something goes wrong, we lose it.
It's magical.
I mean, pour water into a separate
That works
Yeah.
too.
Like- bucket. Happen.
Alright, who's got a bucket?
I do.
I got a bottle of ink.
I literally
I
have
can
a
dump
water.
out.
Where was that on Saturday?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, we can use whatever. I just figured we could send him in with the thing, and I could just tell him to dump the water in. But yeah, that works. Whatever. We can send him with a bucket.
Okay. So
And I'm just
Unseen
gonna have
Servant.
left to right, dump it into the hands.
Okay. So yeah, first you have the thing dump some water into the left hand of the statue of what is presumably Wongo. Let's see.
And the statue blows up.
Okay. So the unseen servant walks in with the bucket, pours water into the hand, and there is a sudden like flash of light.
Mhm.
And upon the head of the statue, you see a cube.
I'm going to have him grab that and bring it to me.
That's the easiest one.
And I'm gonna say, look at that! I have no idea
right.
why that worked.
Okay, so the unseen servant brings the cube out, and this is the part where I take a timeout as a DM and say, "Congratulations, you just avoided probably the single most bullshit puzzle in this entire module."
Okay, now I'm curious.
What was the puzzle?
Yeah.
So remember how there are 4 other doors at the front of the shrine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, each one of them leads to a little like cubby in the wall behind each of the masks. Each of the masks, if you look through it, is focused on a particular hand or foot of the statue. Over each mask from that viewer side, there's also an inscription. So you basically get a 4-hint logic puzzle to determine which of them is Wongo's friend and is therefore looking at the correct hand or foot.
Huh.
And we just guessed correctly.
Yeah, congratulations. You rolled a 4 on a d4.
Alright.
What happened if we guessed wrong?
Probably nothing.
Nothing? Or
Definitely nothing. Definitely not getting attacked by things.
I mean, that's fine. We were kind of coming in aware and ready for a fight anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Hey guys, let's go conquer the other one now.
on to the next one.
Yeah.
I completely forgot there were doors. So
We didn't need them anyways.
That's true.
How many more cubes do we need? Just one?
No, there's 9. We got about 3 or 4?
Three.
maybe
3?
Yeah, you have 3 now.
Okay.
On to 4.
Yes. So I guess we'll head to. I guess as we're walking away, I'm like, that was a really easy puzzle. I'm glad we figured it out so easily. But on to the
Okay.
bunny thing.
Bunny Temple, here we come. All right, so
Watch this temple TPKS. Like, we solved the fucking trolliest one, and it's just the most innocent looking one TPKs us.
Yep. All right, so back to the main boulevard here, and down you go.
Was this ever explained what this is? Or is this just like a little garden?
I believe you may have sent Stratos to explore that before. I can't remember for sure, but effectively it's just a building.
Okay.
It's a cool looking building.
Yeah, it
but
is.
it's just
Okay. I was just wanted to make sure, because it looks like it was kind of like standing out in the open on its own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fair. Okay. So, getting to this other shrine. Let me pop this one open. I really do wish they did a better job of, like, condensing all of the location stuff for Omu. Because I feel like in this particular chapter of the module, I'm constantly like having to keep like a dozen plus tabs open just to have everything available to me. All right, so here we go. Yes, you approach this building and you see cracked monoliths flanking the entrance to the ruin. Saw-edged ferns grow in the courtyard between broken flagstones, and a pair of stone doors provide entry to a large, flat-roofed ruin. You see that there are sculptural reliefs decorating the doors of the shrine that depict a horned rabbit charging a small, feral-looking bear with sharp claws. A message is etched above the doors. And before you ask, yes, this is a showdown between a bunnycorn and a Zorbo.
Oh lord.
The
Alright.
bunny corn better win. Anywho.
Yeah. So, okay. Taylor had said something or begun to say something. Disappointed!
I was just gonna ask, is my comprehend languages still going on? Because my
let's
unseen
see.
servant is not concentration.
How long does comprehend languages last?
An hour.
Yeah, I'll say it's still up. You're probably at the tail end of it, but I'll say it's still up.
All right. Well, I want to read what
Because
the
you fucking
plaque says.
cheesed your way through the last place. Okay. So you read the message that is etched above the doors, which reads, Eugene teaches us to take the path least expected.
Eugene. Teaches us to take the path less. What was it?
Least expected.
Least expected. Okay.
Maybe we should, I don't know, come in through the roof?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go through the door then.
Everything is a trap.
I mean, what's least expected?
Smashing our way in.
We could, dig through the ground. I wouldn't expect that.
So there are just 2 doors, right?
So it's like a set of double doors is how I would describe it. So you see like the bunny corn on one and the rage naked koala on the other as they're about to engage in mortal combat.
You want to have your servant push them open?
Yeah. Yeah, he lasts for an hour too, so sure.
Okay.
Path least expected. The front door.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you have the servant do the thing, and the doors open, revealing a 10-foot wide hallway striking off into the gloom. Carved tiles depict various beasts that, carved tiles depicting various beasts decorate the hallway floor.
Any rhyme or reason to like, does it look like it's a patterned floor?
Well, for no reason at all, I can actually show you what the floor looks like.
Okay.
I was gonna ask, does it look like it's a trap?
Oh.
Does it look like we shouldn't step on certain things?
So Becca, if you would like to come over here, I could. Well, I mean, I guess you could just turn on a monitor to see this.
Yeah.
So we just need to hop from the unicorn bunny ones.
No, the path least
Oh.
expected.
Ah.
We'll just walk straight in.
Just bring us across it with your fly spell. They wouldn't expect that.
What is this? Is it a hippo?
Maybe you're
An
looking.
elephant?
Maybe you're looking at the boar.
Ah, it's a boar. Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing for hints.
Can,
I very much appreciate that reference.
can
Thank
I throw something on the bunny corn square at the beginning?
What would you like to throw on said bunny corn square?
The bucket.
I don't have a
Cat?
list of my items.
Let's throw Fib.
Why?
You just suggested throwing a cat.
Yeah, that cat that's gonna kill us someday.
Well,
One of my
I don't-
statues of a Chewinga.
Of a chewing gum.
Okay. So yeah, you throw this little statuette onto the floor tile, and it kind of like skitters to a halt. Maybe like does a little bit of that like awkward roll where something that has a base just kind of circles and circles and circles before it slows down. Nothing happens.
I think this tile is safe to stand on.
I'm gonna take the bucket and just kind of throw it into the room. If nobody's in
Okay.
there, I'm just gonna chuck it at a random, like, let's say, I'll chuck it at this dragonfly. The third one, if I can reach.
Okay. Yeah, like third row.
it. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you throw the bucket, and it like again bounces across the floor, echoing down the hall, and yeah, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Do I see anything that can be a trap?
Well, I suppose you could make a perception check.
First. Ooh, 7.
Nope. No signs of traps around here.
I pick up my statuette of a Chewinga.
Okay. So like, are you describe how you're doing this? Are you like walking to the spot and picking it up?
Like, isn't it right in the doorway?
So these
Down and pick it up.
these squares are like 5 feet across. You know, like each one is a space on a map.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you could find a way to just kind of coax it back over if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't throwing it on the other side of the square.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you have your little statue.
Look, I'm gonna, like, just staying crowd. Like, I'm gonna look up, I guess, in the doorway. Is there a portcullis or any hole or a slot where something might drop down and fucking skewer me if I'm standing here?
Make a perception check.
All right. I wouldn't think that it would be super crazy, like, to see something like this if there is one.
Okay, so looking about, you check the ceiling. You don't see any signs of like a portcullis or some sort of like, you know, big heavy object waiting to get dropped on your head. And as you kind of scope out the rest of the hallway, you do notice that there are some tiny holes along the hallway, pretty much the entire length of it.
Chest height, waist height.
Yes, all of them.
All right. I'm just gonna reach a hand out and push the giraffe tile down, the very first tile. I'm not gonna get
Okay.
into it, but I'm just gonna try to push it out with my hand.
All right. So yeah, you push it, and yeah, nothing happens.
Does it depress at all?
Nope.
Okay. You know what? For the sake of this, I'm gonna send Stratos flying across to the other side of the room and see if there's any inscription or anything.
Okay. So you do that, and Stratos cruises through, unimpeded, unattacked, undamaged,
Unmolested.
unmolested. And yeah, you don't see any inscriptions or anything to that effect. What Stratos would see upon reaching the other side of the hall is a forked path, one leading left, one leading to the right, and then rather quickly around a corner and out of sight.
Alright, so he'll come back and I'll say, there's got to be something to this that we're not seeing.
I love this. Okay, so Groilmod, as you walk out and step upon the El Mirage tile, there is a flash of energy, and you gain 2d10 temporary hit points. There you go.
Well,
Take your 10 temporary hit points.
I don't know why you guys are staying back there. This feels great. I don't know. Something about this tile really makes you feel good.
Fib assumes he's getting drunk.
I'm just going to take a step back and watch Groilmod at this point.
Okay.
So he's going to step forward onto the giraffe tile.
Okay. You step on the giraffe tile, and nothing good or ill happens to you.
Fib steps onto the bunny one.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing good or bad.
I want to jump onto the second bunny one, the bunny one in the second row.
Okay. So, like, you're just gonna jump over the first row and get to the bunny one?
How big are they?
They're 5 feet, so it's doable.
I can make that.
All right.
Yeah.
You hop over the first row and plop down on the El Mirage tile on the second row. And you too, in a flash of magical energy, gain 2d10 temporary hit points.
All right.
Groilmod steps diagonally onto the eagle tile,
All right. So far, so good.
and then he steps forward onto the El Mirage tile.
Okay. So let's see here. So roll 2d10, and the higher between the 10 that you already have and the result of that roll will be how many temporary hit points you have. Nice. Then you hear sounds.
Oh.
Well, that
Like, I
sounds
feel like this
exciting.
is setting us up to lose hit points.
Yep.
So yeah, there is a series of like puffs of air as 4 darts come shooting out of the walls
Ah!
toward Groilmod. Let's see. The highest one to hit is a 17. Does that hit?
17 will hit.
Okay. Like the next one is like a 10, so I'm gonna say no on that. All right. So you take 1 point of piercing damage as this dart lodges in your leg, and I need you to make a con save.
Woof.
Cool.
You should do better.
Yeah. So you take 8 points of poison damage. But
Okay.
yeah, that's that so far.
That's not too bad, see?
So now he'll step forward onto the next hawk one.
Okay, so let's see. You did El Mirage, giraffe, bird, El Mirage, bird.
Correct.
Okay. You step onto the next one. 4 more darts.
Okay.
I think only one of these even has a remote chance of hitting them. 16.
That does hit.
Okay. So you take another 2 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a con save.
And
All
naked eye shadow.
right. There you go. So in this case, you only take 1 point of poison damage.
All right, and I will step forward onto the Almirage tile. Or diagonal onto the Almirage tile.
Indeed. Okay, roll 2d10. Probably better than what you have left, right? Or, well, yeah,
It is.
probably. It is. So, yes, you now have 9 temporary hit points, and you hear another series of as more darts come flying out of the wall towards you. These are some better rolls. At least, what's your AC?
15?
Okay, so 3 of
So
these hit you.
low.
So you get hit with 3 darts for a total of 5 piercing damage. And then I need you to make 3 con saves. Nice. Okay, so you fail 1, you make 2. So the first one, yeah, I can do this all together. So, wow, okay, you only take 7 points of poison damage.
All right. So I'm
If
going
you'd,
to
like
step.
to, if you'd like to stop Goromod, I have resistance to poison.
I mean,
Oh
I'm
my
almost
God.
there.
How?
Gromod steps diagonal onto the giraffe.
Okay. Yep, 4 more darts.
These tiles are hard as heck.
2 of them hit. 8 piercing. And then 2 con saves. Yikes.
Ooh.
13 points of poison damage.
All right. Now he steps on the Almirage.
Okay.
I have a theory.
So you step on the Almirage, roll 2d10. Okay. You have 7 temporary hit points.
Sure do.
And then 4 more darts.
Are you not actually looking bad because of the temporary hit points, though?
Let's
It
just say
seems
I'm
like it-
bloodied.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And you get hit with 3 more darts.
Beautiful.
So 6 points of piercing damage. Okay. And then 15 points of combined poison damage.
Nico.
And Gromod is still up and successfully on the other side of this chamber.
Looking like a fucking pincushion.
Yeah,
But
you have
you made
like
it.
15 darts just sticking out of your neck.
I imagine the poison also hasn't really swollen. So he just looks real puffy too. Oh, feels so good, guys.
I have a theory.
What's
That
your
we need to
thought?
step on a different animal each time.
Fib steps on the zebra.
Okay.
Do
Fib's
we
good.
need everyone to get across?
I don't know, do you?
Okay.
I want to jump to the monkey.
Okay, so you're gonna skip another row and you're going
Yes.
from Almirage to Monkey. Okay, cool. Yeah, you do that. No problem.
I step on the dragonfly.
Okay, so far so good.
And the monk. Wait, yo. I wait for Thorb.
I'll jump
Unless
to the
you want to
dragonfly.
share a tile.
Okay. Thor jumps to the dragonfly. No ill
I-
effects.
I jump to the monkey.
Okay. So far, so good.
So we know we can share squares.
I
I
wasn't
mean-
on this square anymore.
Well, that's not. I didn't mean what I said. I mean, we can step on it twice, but now I'm just realizing I did step on Groil once already.
I'll jump over to the giraffe.
Okay. You do that. No problem.
Okay, then I'll go and prop Goromod up. So Goromod
I-
bites on him.
And I jump on the zebra.
Okay. You hear.
I feel
As-
like Surname may be right.
Maybe it's possible. Let's see. Let's get some rolls here. All right.
Lucius is just
what-
standing here in the doorway watching all you guys
Yeah.
turn into pincushions.
So what's Fib's AC?
Oh, let me check. It's so high. I think it's like 15. It's 15.
Okay. So you get hit twice,
Okay.
and from those 2 darts, you take 6 points of piercing damage. I need you to make 2 con saves. All right. So you only take, still a good amount. 10 points of poison damage.
Okay, cool. I don't get any temporary hit points.
Nope.
Groilmon stole all of them. Okay, I'm gonna go up to. Oh, that's a bunny again. Oh, I thought that was like a different animal. I've stepped on all of them. I think. Have I
You
stepped on?
can jump across.
You haven't stepped on
Cross
Tiger or
line.
whatever it is, have you?
Oh, I stepped on a tiger.
Did you? Oh, you do now. You said.
Yeah, now I do.
Okay. Yeah, nothing happens.
Cool. Can I jump all? It's only 10 feet. Can I jump all the way across?
I think you would need a running start for that.
Oh wait,
I recall
here's a
correctly.
giraffe. I haven't stepped on a giraffe yet.
That is true.
I step on a giraffe,
Okay, nothing happens.
and I jump across the bunny.
And you're safe.
Yay!
Can I just walk along this bar?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see that's.
Why, yes. Yes, you can.
I was gonna say I'm just standing there with Tyranny watching, and I will follow her along the bottom. I was waiting for you guys to be pincushions.
I was already at zero.
I was-
when
see,
you
I was
said
looking at-
that.
I was looking at the one that starts with the elephant, or no, it was the one. Yeah, the one that starts with the elephant, and you can go all the way up to hit the monkey,
You-
then hit the tiger, and then you're kind of fucked. So yeah, the bottom one is the one.
The second to bottom row?
Yeah,
There are 2 eagle heads.
yeah, but you
so-
can diagonal, and
Yeah, whatever.
or move to the
Or
side.
you could just walk straight across.
You
yeah,
can just jump
Yeah.
between them like I did too and make it. I took the same row all the way in.
But yeah, so anybody who walks along that bottom row makes it without any issue. So
I helped. Hey, we did it for science.
sure.
Now we know for sure. You wouldn't have known if we didn't do it. Now thank Groilmod, who took a lot of damage for you.
Okay.
Are you gonna heal him? Fine, I'll heal him.
let me bust out my sweet wizard heals.
I can heal him.
Well, you weren't doing it. He's just standing here dying.
I will. I don't know. Do cure wounds at second level.
Poor Groyomon. I give him a high five. I knock him over.
What? Cure wounds is what at second level?
2d8.
2d8 plus.
Whatever your modifier is.
That
I'm hearing
10.
you more through Eric than through your own.
fault. Not my fault.
Entirely your fault.
I mean, it sounds like it is. You're not talking through your mic, so something's wrong. There we go.
I just moved it close.
And also, I turned mine a little bit.
But like, she
Anyways,
wasn't
10.
anything. I don't know.
I'm not anything.
Like, no, I mean you weren't like.
So, at this opposite end of the hallway, you are all kind of having to press in pretty tight just to, like, fit beyond the hall. Basically, the two paths that Stratos had noticed before that branch off, one to the left, one to the right, they are only wide enough for you to proceed through in single file.
Go on, Groyomon. Groyomon, do you still look horrendous?
He deflated a little bit.
Right, but like...
He looks like one of those grapes that's a little old and therefore like slightly deflated.
Okay, because I could probably... I'll give you also some heal. So Serenade doesn't use up all of her slots. You take that.
He's more on the alive side of bloodied right now than dead. So that's good.
Hey.
Perfect. You can have another one. I have a lot of spell slots.
All right.
Why don't... I feel like maybe a beefy character should go first.
Yeah, I'll start walking down the right path.
Okay. So,
Is there anything on the ground or on the wall or ceiling that looks bad?
Make a perception check.
Can I go right after him and also make a perception check?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Why not?
We're all walking in a line, and I'm not just staring at the back of his head.
I would
Okay.
hope not. You'd be crawling if you were.
It'd be so difficult.
You're like staring straight down at the top of his head.
Okay, so yeah, that may come up later. So you take the right path.
Fib is
and-
like, I might see something. I'll tell you about it later.
So you take the right path, and it goes on for like it goes around a corner, and another like 10 feet before forking again. Right or left?
Right.
Okay, you follow it right, promptly left again, and you're staring at what looks like a dead end.
I guess
Or
I'll
if you
go back.
fool.
I'll go back to the
Go
first
right.
one and go right, left.
Sorry, so you're going back to the previous intersection and taking the path that you didn't take? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, you do that, and it kind of winds around for a bit. You left, and then back right again, and then right again, and then left, and it forks again. Left or right?
Right.
Okay, you have a longer stretch where you kind of like double back, it seems like. It's like a U-turn, and then another U-turn. Then you take a left, and you see ahead of you a door.
So that was 7 lefts, 3 rights, and turning around twice, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's that easy.
Lucius would have literally wrote in a page of his spellbook which direction we turn, so I know.
Okay,
So
cool.
He's creating a maze spell.
Ah.
no, but that's Lucius likes to take notes on stupid shit like this so we don't get lost.
I'll walk up to the door and push on it,
Okay.
and then pull on it if it doesn't do anything.
It's a bull.
There's a button you have to push and it just slides up.
So you walk up and determine with great efficiency whether it is a pushed or pull door. We'll say it's a push door because why not? You push it, and the door opens, and inside you see a shaft of natural light spilling from a tiny square hole in the ceiling onto a carved stone pedestal, on which rests an ornate stone cube.
We take the cube.
I don't trust it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
We check for traps before
I
taking
cast
the
Chill
cube.
Touch on the cube.
Okay. The creepy hand touches the cube. The cube does not react, nor does
Aw, okay.
anything else.
You want to make another one of those servants?
Let's destroy another puzzle.
I can? It's gonna cost me another spell slot.
Can't we just wait a couple minutes?
Yeah, that's right, we can, can't we? Yes.
I'll go
Sorry,
back
I've got
outside the door.
so many damn not research, whatever the fuck it is. I can't think the ritual. There we go. I got so many damn
Yeah,
ritual
that-
spells. I forget what's ritual and what isn't. So yes.
If it says ritual, then it's ritual.
No, I know, but like over half of my spells are ritual. So I will ritualistically cast that.
I'll go wait back outside the door.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
outside the door when I cast this.
Okay. So yeah, you take 10 minutes in this like super claustrophobic labyrinth type situation. Standing
Fib
there
doesn't
with
even
single
think
file.
it's tight.
Yeah, Thor's fine too. This is
How
normal.
how tall is it?
We'll say like 10 feet.
Okay, it's a little short, but
There's plenty of space. I can stack like 2 of me and I'd be good.
You could battle stack.
There you go.
Yeah, Groma could stand on my shoulders and still couldn't touch the ceiling.
So, 10 minutes go by. Yet again, you summon an unseen servant and send him in to do what you yourself are afraid to do.
Yep.
that makes it sound less like we're being smart and more just like we're cowards. So-
No, it's just using survival instincts to not fucking die. That easy.
Fair. So, do you send the servant in with the intent of just grabbing the cube and seeing what happens?
I'm gonna send him with the intent to grab the cube and bring it back.
All right.
The music got so creepy when you said that.
Mwahaha.
Oh!
Okay, so servant goes in. You see the cube lift up off the pedestal. There is a moment of tense silence. And then the cube just like begins to drift back across the room toward you.
Okay. I'll just have him give it to me and I'll just walk out.
Aren't we looking?
Yep.
Is this like the other cubes or no?
I mean, I would assume
yeah.
it's a regular cube. I would
Yeah,
assume.
it does appear to be very similar to the 3 puzzle cubes that you've collected before. to
Okay.
this one has an El Mirage on it.
Perfect.
It's so cute.
I will
We
lead
didn't
the way
find
out
one, and I'll bet.
since I recorded which way we went.
Yeah, I think it's not like that much of an issue for you to find your way out of a maze you've
Yeah.
already solved.
Yeah.
Just make a bunch of lefts and make one wrong turn and go back and keep going.
Pretty much.
Okay. So, yeah, you do that, and before too long, you are once again standing outside of the Bunny Temple. We'll hand wave the fact that, you know, now you guys all know that there's a place you can just walk a straight line through the hallway. Yeah. Okay, 4 cubes down.
How many do we need?
9.
9.
9.
Oh my god.
Ah.
I thought we were getting close to having all of them.
I mean, we
We're
are.
close to
We're-
halfway.
We're very much not close to having
We've
all of
doubled
them.
our cubes today.
You fool.
It's true.
Yeah, but the first one we got doesn't count.
We are twice as close as we were.
We're
Yeah,
very
another day if we do this,
powerful.
we'd be almost there.
I'm gonna read the Tomb of Horrors book, and then it'll be even faster.
Tomb of Horrors.
Do
Yep, that'll really help.
That will.
What time of day is it?
Let's see. So
You know what I meant. God, that took me a long time to realize what you guys were saying.
Oh, well, I mean,
let's see. Yeah, it's been a pretty eventful day. It's probably getting toward dusk around now.
Should we well, head outside of the city and go to sleep again?
You know I had time for sleep.
Back to the guardhouse. Sounds good.
yeah.
We've done barely anything.
You know what? Let's while we're here. Where was the camp was right here, right?
Yes. So there's a camp there, and there is also a wagon covered in flowers up there.
Yeah. Do we want to hit the camp on our way back? Because like I'm actually decent on spells, so I could go for a fight.
Yep, let's go.
Sounds good.
We'll meet the camp and then head all the way
Okay.
out
Cool.
of the city.
So.
Okay.
As is usual, I'm gonna send Stratos to run aerial first, and then I will direct our troops into battle.
Indeed. So, you send Stratos, and you don't see much different from last time. The ruins of an abandoned campsite, torn backpacks, rotted gear, a few tents that have kind of collapsed and begun to grow moldy. At the center of the camp, there's a scrap of dirty yellow cloth hanging from a crude wooden flagpole.
Gross.
Does it look like the scrap might have been white once upon a time?
No, it looks quite intentionally dyed yellow.
Thank God.
Does it have? Is it just a scrap of cloth? Like there's no markings or anything on it?
Correct.
Okay. So, by the looks of it, this place has been abandoned for a little bit.
So it would seem.
Yeah.
Nothing else really of note here, though.
Well, I mean, if you want to like check around, maybe.
Yeah, I'll look around and see what I can see.
Okay, so I'll say perception or investigation here.
Dear
What else?
Lord. Nope, can't find shit. It's too dark.
Hey, you cussed.
Sorry.
It sounded like Cyrenai was also doing something.
I also look around.
You can.
What are my options again?
Perception or investigation?
I'll help out.
Are you giving me advantage or you're rolling yourself?
You can have advantage.
Good. 13.
Okay.
It's a lot better than 7.
That it is. Yeah, looking around, you find obviously all the stuff that I listed. Maybe a few odd like articles of clothing here and there. Cast-offs from whatever length of time this place was actually used as a functional camp. And kind of tucked into one of like the folds of one of these collapsed tents, you find a moldy bit of parchment with writing on it.
Can I read it?
You can, for it is written in common.
Yay.
So since you're not looking at the screen, I will read it for you.
Thank you.
It says, Rue, Devlin has a lead on the Eye of Zaltek. The old goat found an obelisk in the north that marks the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods. The eye must be within, but the door is magically locked. We think the secret to opening it lies in the holy shrines. We're headed into the ruins to check them out. God's willing, we'll be back tonight. Rosnacy's serpent people are on the prowl, so be careful. If you get into trouble, sound the swan horn twice and we'll come running. For the Yellow Banner, Lord Brixton.
I show Lucius and be like, well, I think you're right that the obelisk is the,
Have I ever heard of the Eye of Zaltek?
Make a history check.
Dear fucking God! It's with these threes!
Can I also make a check?
I'm just a 10 kind of guy today, I guess.
To see if I would have heard of them?
Sure.
History. 9.
Not so much.
Alright, let's see what Thorv knows. Thorv knows a lot.
Thorv knows everything.
All right. So the name immediately does ring a bell as it's like not so much a powerful magic item as just like a valuable ancient artifact. Specifically tied to a being, a god known as Zaltek, the god of war, violence, and certain types of magic. He was known as the bringer of war and the eater of hearts, and he was a most bloodthirsty god. So, yeah, somehow this treasure from across the world, in Maztica, seems to have made its way here.
What was... So it's just an artifact? Like, it doesn't actually really do anything?
Yeah, like, you know, typical, like, fancy gem kind of deal.
Gotcha. We didn't find the horn, did we?
You have not found anything that would make sense to be called a swan horn, no.
I'm kind of assuming the horn. Are there any dead bodies in this camp, or is it just camp supplies and stuff?
I believe it is just, yeah, just equipment.
I will mention that what happened to, or almost happened to me, could have happened to an entire party of people. With the lizard people that we fought.
Yeah.
So that could explain the absence of bodies, now that we know what these creatures do.
Well, they might have also been in a temple
They could have.
that we haven't explored yet, or eaten by the King of Feathers. Anyway, go back to the guardhouse.
Yeah, since there's nothing. You know what? While we're here, I'm gonna pop a detect magic.
Okay.
I wanna see if I can get a reading.
All right. So yeah, looking around the camp and everything kind of within 30 feet or so, you do not detect any unexpected magics.
Alright. I'll say, well, yep, there's nothing here.
All right. So, guardhouse? All right. So you make your way back to the entrance of the city. Boom. Down to the guardhouse. You make it there without incident, and sounds like you're gonna hunker down for the night, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So, if anybody has anything they want
We
to
need
do
to keep
beforehand.
watch as well.
That worked so well last time.
Not if we have a tent.
We're keeping watch.
We had the tent and kept watch last time, and we still almost died.
Oh, you guys are so dramatic.
See, I just love the perspective from which Taylor is talking about this. Because he plays in a Thursday game with me where I had a couple of drow casters sneak up on him in the party and pop their bubble.
Yeah, so we need to keep watch. I don't trust these things. They've already snuck up on it, and they've defeated my cunning magic and prowess. Prowess?
Prowess.
Prowess. That's the word.
Prowess.
My prowess. But yes. So Lucius is a bit unnerved by them.
Well, I'll take the last watch.
I can take first.
Oh my god, you do this to me every single time.
No,
What?
you take the middle, because you can.
Right. So what you're saying is, yeah, sleep for 2 hours, then be up for 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then sleep for 2 more.
Fib puts her foot down. She's not doing this anymore. You can take first or last one.
I'll take second watch.
So
we
Fib,
just
you'll
we just vote Fib out.
Oh my god.
This is how you get a party member to turn on you.
Well,
Snake people show up. She's like, well, here they are, guys.
okay. So
Dendar,
it's
take the wheel.
Dwarf Fib Tyranny.
What?
yes, you guys can take watch. I will sleep. I am good with this. I on the other hand, am not gonna fucking bitch about being able to sleep. So, good
I
night.
don't
Wait,
sleep.
you still have to take first watch.
Oh, do I?
I said Lucius, Thorb, Fib, Tyranny.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That's fine. I get the joy of waking Fib up.
No, you don't.
No, I have to do that.
Oh.
Do you
And-
not listen to anything
Oh my
I say?
God.
Okay,
No.
we all know he's stoned off his ass.
No,
so
I No,
it's like,
well, no. I'm. You cut out the first time, and that threw me all off. Because I didn't hear me, so I heard Thor, Thor, Fib, and whatever. That's fine.
Someone
Whatever. It
else.
works. It's fine. We're good.
You sure?
I'm just sleeping through the whole damn thing. So
No, you're taking first watch.
I mean, you say that, but like once you fall asleep and it's his watch, he could very well just fall asleep.
no.
We'll just have to. Wait, does Fib have to be awake forever? Don't.
No, I'm working on something anyway, so I'll be up. So
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad we could get this resolved because the night goes by uneventfully.
Yay, we did it! This is because of our good watch
See,
that nothing happened.
but it wasn't the night that fucked us. It was as soon as the bubble popped. So we're still not out of the woods yet.
My bubble never popped. Are you talking about on
Sure.
Thursday?
No, I'm
Well,
talking
the
about
time ran out.
yeah,
At
our timer
eight-
ran out,
after 8
and
hours.
then we got attacked. So
Oh, that's fine.
you say that.
I am going to spend my watch weaning the kitties
Oh my god.
to
It's
meet.
like you guys. Wait, you're meeting who?
meet. MEAT.
Yeah, like not corpse milk.
She cut out real bad. I have no fucking
Oh,
idea.
you're feeding the cat meat.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought you said you're weaning them to me, and I'm like, huh? Because for whatever reason, you're not. It's not picking you up very well.
Yeah.
I think it's Eric.
You always think it's Eric.
Yeah.
True.
And it usually is.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I'd say about.
I mean,
50%.
is it really though?
You said you cursed me.
Look, I only put a curse on you so that you'd lose your vision. That's different.
Yeah.
I've been hanging out with the Vistani, and you know, I learned some of the evil eye stuff that they do, and I just figured I'd test it out. You know, still perfecting a little bit, but you know, but yeah. So I don't know. Eat your mic. See what happens.
It will hurt our ears.
I'm
Please
switching networks,
I see.
so maybe that will help. And someone's network around us is named Lions.
don't. Lioness.
No, just Lions.
That's dumb.
You're lying.
Are you okay?
Who?
Sadie.
She was just like hacking.
Oh. She
Yeah.
just got barf. Don't worry about her.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Sometimes
Puke and rally,
she got
Sadie.
barf.
Puke and rally. Okay. But yeah, she's good. So, new day,
And
new
the
you?
sun is
Question
high.
mark.
No.
Do we know any other locations?
Yes.
Well,
There's that
there was this lovely place out in the middle of the lava that is probably a shrine.
Is it within 30 feet of the lava?
No. It's 60 feet, I think.
Whatever. Lucius can still fly us.
There's this other one just across the river too.
Yeah, you're making some brash assumptions there.
Why? You love flying us places.
I get that,
Well-
but that also makes me half as useful for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but how useful are you usually?
Not very. So you're cutting my efficiency down by a lot.
We're close to leveling, so meta-wise, we can just wait till next level to go across.
That's
Okay,
kind of what I'm
can
thinking.
we find a T-Rex real quick?
We could probably go to this one since we're just crossing the river, and it doesn't look like it's super, like, deep. It looks like there's even a bridge here.
I mean, let's not go through the river because of leeches.
No, cross the river, not go through it. Like, go
Yeah.
across it.
Is there a bridge?
It looks like
There's a tree.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds safe.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very safe.
I
mean,
will
it's-
just make it ice. And we can walk across.
Yeah.
And we'll laugh at the leeches as we go by.
That was
Like
that was
fucking
originally what
idiots.
I was thinking. Like you could just frost bridge us away. But yes.
Cyrene the Frost Queen.
Yep. Call me Elsa.
Oh, I
Um.
love you.
Okay. Do we set out for that one?
Sure. While we're walking, just pure curiosity, what is that?
Ping again. Some buildings that are partially flooded in places.
Let's go there.
I was just curious, because I didn't know if I would have seen that with sending Stratos around the area. I don't know if that would have caught my eye.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's anything that really would have stood out. Over
Okay,
there.
I was just curious
Put
as
it
to what
that
it
way.
was. It looked like it was like a well or something.
Yeah, just some kind of falling apart building.
Gotcha.
There's a dead girl down there.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I figured we could get another party member.
That Fib could kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
I don't know. I think dead girl at the bottom of the well is kind of Fib's crowd, if we're being honest.
I mean, maybe Fib could find a friend.
This sounds fun. We will haunt people together. It'll be.
Okay, so yeah, you head off into the city once more. Let's see, go like up this way, and maybe work around, like following from the falls up yonder, and and eventually, you do see this tree that is spanning the entire width of the river, and the trunk is like pretty freaking big. Like it's big enough that two people could comfortably walk past each other on it. Like, you know, it's basically a 2-lane road kind of deal. Yeah.
Hey, Becca,
So,
Yes.
can you take your mic out of your nose?
She's gonna get tired of both of us. Like, first we can't
You want
hear
me to
her.
move the mic closer to your mouth? You want me to move it farther from my mouth?
As soon as you typed that in Discord, I started laughing. I knew what was coming.
Everyone else heard it. They know I'm right.
I usually wait for Eric to tell me that. So you can
Well,
blame Eric.
I've typed it out because I didn't want to interrupt, but then I was like, oh, she can't read.
It was great. Like, I watched the first message
Eric.
pop up.
yes.
And then
I love you, Becca.
nearly immediately afterward, Laura posted another thing that says, "Dang, she can't read this." And I just lost it. Like,
Yeah.
she just... Oh.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's still happening a little bit.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Can you even hear me speak?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's farther away than it's ever been this entire night.
I mean, I don't hear the breathing, but I hear your voice, so
yeah,
I don't know.
I can hear you fine now.
So then it's not my mic's fault, and I had it positioned correctly the first time, and then everyone's yelling at me.
It was Taylor. Blame just him.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
fair.
That's fine.
It was the network's fault, and you're trying to blame me.
Wait, are you talking about when you were cutting out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. You found the perfect spot. Just don't ever move it again, and you're good.
Yeah, if you want to stay there for the rest of your life, that's fine.
Okay. So anyway, there's this big tree, or you could do the freeze the river thing.
I mean, we could just walk across the tree.
One of us is gonna fall in and get throat leeches.
I
It's gonna be
put
me.
ice under the tree.
Okay.
So we walk across the tree, but there's ice in case we fall.
How far down is the
Okay.
river? Because I feel like falling on ice could hurt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I may just walk across the ice and hold on to the tree.
Oh, yeah, actually, that sounds good.
Because then if you fall, you're just falling.
Can we check to see if there are creatures in the water?
I mean, there are. You probably don't even have to make a check to like know that you've seen some fish kind of jumping up out of the water every once in a while. I mean, you probably just don't trust any of the water in Chult at this point, if we're being honest.
Right,
Are
I mean,
there
not
any things that
leeches.
try to bite us?
Yeah, I meant more things that are gonna, like, jump up and pull us into the water.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I should probably also do this since I'm the one floating water.
Every time I have a high modifier, I feel so dang low.
I rolled a 15.
Indeed. Okay, so yeah, you don't see any signs of any big snatch you up off the tree kind of predators around here.
Cool, this is completely safe and...
I want to step out onto it and jump up and down a little bit to see if it does anything.
As a giant eagle swoops by and just grabs Thorv and takes off.
It's true, we didn't check the sky.
So yeah, Thor, you walk out onto the tree, and yeah, give it a couple like bounces, and on like the second or third bounce, as you land, you are once again standing on the tree, and nothing happens.
Wait, is he standing? I thought he said he was on the ice.
No, I'm on the tree.
Oh, okay. I go and I pat the ice as my foot to test how strong it is.
Okay, it's
Since it's in a solid 5-foot block.
You
I
don't know how
don't even know
heavy
if it's
it
5
is.
feet deep.
Yeah,
I know if
it's-
it's 5 feet thick, it's not gonna break through.
I wonder if, like, Fib's weight is so weird because she's so tall, but she's also, like, so thin.
Fib weighs 300 pounds, but she's skinny as a rail.
Yeah.
But she
I'm gonna-
carries it well, all right.
Yeah, like, ridiculously well. I'm going to walk on the ice and guide myself with the tree.
Okay.
And on the tree.
I'll just walk over the tree.
I want to walk on the tree.
I'm
I don't
walking
like
on the
the
ice.
tree.
I'm
The
not
tree
trusting
seems
the tree.
so slippery. All it will,
The tree
all
seems
it-
so slippery. I'd rather walk on ice.
Well, the tree seems like it just needs to flip a little bit, and there we go. I'm gone.
That's why I jumped on it.
But if I slip, I'll just fall on my bum.
Or slide off into the water and over the waterfall.
I imagine the ice being not so slippery, like you know,
Yes.
like ice
The
rink
traditional
ice.
not so slippery ice.
Yeah,
Yes.
I make
Like
the
if-
ice bumpy and not smooth.
thank you.
High grit ice. Okay. So yeah, I mean, no matter whether you take the tree or the ice or some combination thereof, you make it across.
Yay.
And so you find yourselves at the base of another one of these like big boulevard things that you've seen running across the city. And just over here in the area that you had indeed pointed out a little bit earlier, you do see a building that catches your eye. So, heading over to scope it out, as this did seem like your intended destination, you see swirly carvings decorating 2 obelisks at the entrance to this compound. An overgrown courtyard lies under the shade of tall palms. Stone doors seal the entrance to a windowless shrine, with a smaller ruin standing nearby. There is also an inscription written above the doors.
What's the inscription say?
Do you have somebody who's gonna... Yep,
I will
okay.
ritual it because making people
Alright.
wait is fun.
I hate you.
I mean, look, when you know your value, and you know you're like the only game in town...
Yeah,
just
because
make them
Field
wait a
killed the
little.
last one.
Why? It wasn't my fault.
So, after about 10 minutes, you look up and you read the inscription in Old Omuan that says, Unk urges us to contrast all options before acting.
Nice.
Who is Unk? Like, what is the symbolicism?
Symbolism. Yeah.
What?
I said symbolicism, but symbolism is what I was going for.
Symbolicismology.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
So, Unk was a flail snail.
Ah! I love Unk!
Did we encounter them?
I don't think you've encountered a flail snail yet.
Okay.
God, I love him though.
But yes, he was a flail snail that lived deep under the earth. The noise of the other animals fighting. Oh, actually, Unk is a her. My mistake.
Oh.
Made her slither up to the surface. And when day dawned over her shell, the light blinded Ubtao and made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who had saved them.
So she came up, blinded Ubtao, and then went back away.
Yeah, pretty much. She was just like the fucking laser pointer in the eyes of God.
Gotcha.
She's
And he did nothing.
a hero.
He did nothing to punish her, right?
At
At least not according to the.
It is not written.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Is the door open or closed?
The door. I believe it is closed. Yeah,
All right.
they seal the entrance, so I would assume closed.
Should we open it?
Well, it urges us to contrast all options before acting. So. Yeah, I think we
Wanna
should
walk
just
around?
open it.
Walk around, find any more doors.
But yeah. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea to inspect everything.
Or holes in the ground that we can crawl through, like a snail.
Okay, so looking around, basically what you turn up, kind of searching the grounds here, is there's kind of a puddle out in the back corner of the building, just, you know, kind of collected water. It's not deep. There is also this like little outbuilding that stands kind of just in front of the temple and off to one side. Other than that, just the same kind of crumbled walls, hemming the place in, and that's about it.
I want to go look at that outbuilding.
All right. So it is a doorless building, and so you're able to just kind of peer inside to a workshop whose roof collapsed long ago, and the floor and remnants of the roof have been overgrown by plants. Through the moss, you will see, you see hundreds of iron keys hanging from hooks on the wall. Some are bent and broken, while others are rusted beyond repair. The rest look serviceable.
I'll pull out all of the good-looking ones
Okay.
and hand them,
Are,
hold them out
are
to.
they sorted in some particular manner, or?
No, just a bunch of keys.
Okay, I guess we did.
I'll hand them to Lucius and see if any of them are magical.
Do I see any arcane sigils or runes on any of the keys?
Make an Arcana check.
Hey, it's not a 10.
Hey. You see no signs of magical tampering on any of these keys.
Alright, I will say this is just a handful of metal. No magic. Looking at these keys, are they all pretty similar, or...
I mean, like, relatively so. Like, yeah. There's nothing about, like, any one or two of them that, like, stand out and says, like, oh, yes, this is the important quest item. You can't remove this from your inventory quite yet.
Okay. I guess, looking on the inside, is there any inscription or anything on the inside?
The inside of the, like, outbuilding?
Yeah. Where all the keys are.
You do not see any inscriptions.
Okay, so they're not, like, labeled or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay. Did the front doors have a keyhole? Or were they just generic stone doors, as has been kind of usual?
Pretty generic. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you would see a depiction of a flail snail upon them.
Okay, but I mean, it's matched all the other temples.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say, well, these keys have to be used somewhere inside.
Well then, let's go inside.
Alright.
Okay. So, you venture up to the doors, and they're like big, heavy doors, like maybe a little heavier than you would expect, actually. Though, I think if you have the stronger members of the party do what they do best, not really an issue.
Alright,
So...
step aside, everyone.
Thorvald, go push the door open.
Perfect. So we've got all of you kind of making your way in here. And all right, so as you push the door open, inside you find a room in which a statue of a giant snail looms before you. In place of antennae, it has 5 pseudopods ending in rocky clubs. Along the walls, 6 iron keys hang in small alcoves along or above stone plinths. Behind the statue, a carved pedestal in a wide alcove has a keyhole set into its base.
Okay. I guess we have to read the plinth.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Yep. I'm going to.
Okay, so Lucius is gonna go and check it out.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, Lucius, you walk in, start making your way toward the plinth. And there's a flash of movement from behind the flail snail statue. Ah! You hear snarling and slobbering as a group of pale, like pasty-skinned humanoids stands up from behind the statue, each of them staring at you with these like sunken eyes, and each adorned with a blue triangle painted upon their forehead.
Are they dead or are they alive?
They look pretty dead.
I wonder if we'll be friends.
I want to cast something, but I'm sure we will roll initiative.
You know what? I'm gonna slowly back out, and I'm gonna turn to Azaka and say, "What the hell is a flail snail?"
Well, I mean, these things are running at you, trying to eat you.
Oh, they are.
so-
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Lucius
Yeah.
is like,
Okay.
hang on, let me get
Yeah.
this answered real quick.
Time out, guys. One
Sorry.
second.
No, I did. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got
Alright.
it's initiative.
So, yeah, let me just grab Bag of Nails because he's here with you.
Oh, yeah. He's like, finally, these guys will kill me.
He's too old to take a watch, though. He'll just slip through it.
Well, I don't trust him to take a watch.
He's an old kitty.
Well, like, he wouldn't even wake us up. He'd just be like, oh, I got this.
I mean, if he died an honorable death, at least he would do it serving as a meat shield. Oh, well, roll 20 just shit the bed.
gross.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Grab one more thing here. Dynamic lighting, why do you make things so slow? Alright. So, one thing I would point out is, Gromod, you do have max HP once again, so that'd be a thing to maybe consider. I'm gonna move you to a map. Alright, yeah.
That is set on my sheet. It just hasn't updated on my token.
Interesting.
Are you still clicked in it?
I wonder if somehow your token is desync from... Oh, yeah, it's not weird. Okay. HP. That should work. All right. So we've got this. I'm gonna roll the initiatives for the peoples.
Please roll me high. I'm not feeling like dying today.
That we got.
Okay, so how was it even on there?
Yeah, and then we gotta roll these guys. And roll once more for Fib, just for good measure.
D1.
I mean, effectively the same,
Yeah.
but. Alright. So, Gromod, you hear from up ahead, snarling and slobbering and bare feet on stone, running toward Lucius, apparently, from somewhere deeper in the shrine. What do you do?
Buy them some shoes.
I don't have line of sight on them.
Not at the moment.
I will ready an action, so when I see them, I can cast Hunter's Mark on the first one I see.
Okay. Excellent. And anything else you'd like to do? Movement?
No, I'm
Anything
good.
to that effect?
I'm good staying where I'm at.
Fib.
Okay, can I throw? Well, it's not gonna be a throw. I'll do a chill touch on them. How many are there?
So let's see. Like, it's kind of difficult to make out from behind the statue, I feel like. Actually, yeah, let me, hold on. I should move the door. That would help. because like I think if Gromod, here's how I'm playing it. If they were hidden when Lucius walked in, then you probably can't see him from the doorway. Which means the statue is just taking up so much space that it obscures their your view of them.
Okay, so I can't even do like a chill touch.
Yeah,
I
like
can't
if
see
you
them.
have like an AoE or something, which I don't think you do, but
I have the pipes.
there's that.
I'll do some pipes, and it's not ever an item, even though I always expect it to be. It's a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Okay. So let's see. And is there anything about
oh wait,
like
oh, actually, I might be too far away. Where's this measuring tool? I'm too far away. Oh.
I mean, you
Okay,
can move.
Yeah, I'm gonna push past bag of nails.
Okay.
Walk 10, 15. I'm gonna walk over in this corner, and now they have to do it.
You might want to heal yourself too.
She is healed. She
yeah,
should
'cause we
be
had
at
a
least.
long rest. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
you did have a
didn't
long rest.
change it.
Oh, your token's showing half health, so that's all. You're good.
Yeah, I'll change that.
Alright. So they mostly succeed on the save.
Rude.
I think you see one of them like turn and look at you and its eyes go wide, but the other two seem unswayed and hungrily looking at Lucius.
Ah, Lucius, don't die.
Yeah,
And
it's easier
you
said
feel
than done.
inspired to not die.
Okay.
Alright. So that being that, it's the thing's turns. And so they're gonna come running up to you, Lucius. At least two of them will. Yeah. So this one comes up to here and makes a claw attack against you. Ah.
Quick, use your inspiration.
Well, that's only an 11 to hit.
That does not hit. I have a 12.
All right. So then this one comes running around the statue, full on fast zombie mode, claws at you. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. There's nothing.
All right, so you take 5 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a con save.
No, you're gonna become aware zombie.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
All right.
This is not gonna be
So,
Oh.
Can you use your inspiration?
Nope.
I don't want.
well, you could.
Can I?
I think. Let's double check. I'm actually
Ability
not sure.
check? Oh yeah, it is a saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
It's a D8, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna cut it anyway.
Yeah. So it still fails. And Lucius, you are paralyzed.
Yep. Doesn't
Oh,
surprise
that's
me.
not good.
Yeah.
So I just fall
this
over
is-
and lay there then. Because, I mean, the thing hits me, so I can't catch
And I'm
myself.
like, the fuck? I've just told you don't get hit.
Yep, one hit drops
wrong
me.
with you?
Yeah, one hit, and I'm just... I mean, being paralyzed, I'm assuming it just smacks me, and I just lock up and just fall over.
Yep. Pretty much.
So that's... I'm cool with that. So I am laying on the ground, unmoving and unresponsive.
Awesome.
I feel like this looks like you're just pouting.
No, I mean, it looks like I've been given rigor mortis, I would assume. And just
Oh, you're
falling
so
over.
dramatic.
All right. So Lucius, as you start your turn there, make a con save.
Again!
All right. Cool. Make another con save. Cool. All right. Cool. These things smell real bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything to you.
Okay.
So it is now the end of your turn. Make a con save.
Oops. Sorry. Nope.
Oh my god.
No. No.
Okay.
Nope. Just laying there still.
So yeah, Azaka then gonna come in. Gonna use her claws. Gonna try and rip these things apart. 2 attacks. Yeah, and yeah. I think 1 hits. 1 hits. And she begins dealing some damage, but like, these things seem a little sturdier than your average ghoul. So there's that. Bag of nails. Let's see. He's gonna come in, and I guess he can get to like here. Yeah, I think he might be able to get a shot at like the far one. No, actually, he'll just go here. That way, he has a straight line on the one that Azaka's attacking, and he shall attack with his longbow and hit. And yeah, so this thing like takes another shot. It's taking some damage, not like looking bloodied or anything, but you know, progress is progress. Cyrene.
Okay. I guess I will move within 30 feet of them and cast Turn Undead.
Okay. So we'll say we get you to like, I don't know, like realistically you can like stand in Bag of Nails' space and then turn them and then move. It's fine.
I'll put the list there.
Alright. Must make a wisdom save.
15.
Do.
And if their challenge rating is half or lower, they instantly die if they fail.
Okay.
I don't feel like these are, but...
These are not, but they both fail.
Hmm.
So, all the undead are just hiding in the corner. Oh, it uses its turn, so they're not... Okay, they're not gone yet, but they're turned. Excellent.
So I feel like
Anything
Evo
else?
can tell that they are terrified.
Yeah, probably.
How far away is Lucius?
From where you are, he's like around a corner.
I don't know where he is then.
You probably have a good idea that he's very close by. Actually, when you cast, you probably would have seen him like lying there on the floor.
I will try to get as close to him as possible.
Okay, so let's see, yeah, we'll say you can get to this. There's a corner that is like currently it's in front of the creatures, but knowing that you've turned them, probably won't be the case for long. So you are next to Lucius.
Okay.
All right, Thorv.
I'll run in and stand up here. Take a couple
Okay.
swings at the close one.
All right, so you're like kind of under the flail part of the flail snail, and yeah, do your thing.
There's room for me. I'm small.
I'm good with it.
I'll swing at him with Bob.
Yeah, Bob. All right, that's 2 hits with a 26 and a 19. 13 points of damage. Yeah, this near creature to you is looking pretty beat up.
All right, I'll
Anything
use action surge and take a couple more
Okay.
swings at him.
All right, so an 11 unfortunately does not hit, but the 26 sure does. And it's still standing, but it's real hurt. And is probably no longer turned, if I recall.
No.
Okay.
It's fine. He's almost dead.
Yeah, very close. So, all right, Groilmod. You probably would have seen one of them come into view. So actually, we'll say it's this one here on the near side. So you can have your hunter's mark on it already.
Beautiful. Then he will apply his Slayer's Prey and shoot at it with the hunter's bow.
All right, 19 hits for sure. So that is
16 damage on that one.
What was that, Becca?
Is that the one Thorv hit or the other one?
It is the one that Thorv hit, and it is the one that is now dead on the floor.
Yay.
All right, well, Groilmod will walk in then.
Cool.
To right there, and then he will shoot just his bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's unless an 11 hits, that's a miss.
11 does not hit. Okay. So then it would seem that is that. Fib.
Okay. Let's do one of these. On this one in the back.
Okay. That is. That is a fail on the wisdom save.
Well, he's so scared now.
I mean, he was already so scared.
Well, he's
He's double scared.
extra scared.
He is absolutely terrified and has no idea what he's ever thinking about coming here.
He does know that he's a fool.
Okay. And actually, I think that one, yeah, I should make the turn save for that one as well.
Well,
It might be triple scared. He is not triple scared. He's only double scared. Okay. So that's a thing. Anything else from Fib?
Groilmod could be inspired.
Cool. So then this one has to run. Get as far from you as possible. So it's like, say it's like in the corner over there. Then this other one can't get closer to Fib. So yeah, actually it would have to be, yeah, it would have had to move back into the corner as well. So there's these two like long-tongued slobbering things that are just cowering now in this little like cubby back behind the pedestal. So yeah, I mean, pick your shot. Lucius, you're still paralyzed on the floor, so I guess. Oh my god!
No, this is track record. I'm good with this. That's fine.
Alright. Well, Azaka is gonna do Azaka things. Finding the more hurt of the two. Runs up. And does 2 claws. And does 2 misses. Bag of nails. Up. Bow. Hits. There you go. Alright, so the one on the right is looking very hurt. So Cyrene, there are 2 of these things in the very back of the temple, which is currently about 25 feet from where you are. The one on the right is the one that is scared of Fib and was just like beat up by Azaka, or well, not really Azaka, Bag of Nails and Fib. And then the one on the left you currently have turned. So what do you want to do?
I will attack the one on the right then with Sacred Flame.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I roll for Sacred Flame. on my head. Flame. There.
All right. Dex save. And it fails. And in so failing, it dies, as it is consumed by your sacred flame.
Woo.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Thorv, one left.
I'll run up to it and start swinging at him.
Bob going to town. All right. So that is a lot of damage, and this one is suddenly looking not so great.
Perfect.
Gromod.
I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on it and shoot it with my bow.
Ooh, a 12 does not hit. 22 does, though. All
Okay.
right. 7, a plus 1. 8 points of damage. Which is just enough. Okay, so the arrow goes flying back across the shrine, lands in the thing that's still like cowering and drooling all over itself, and it slumps down face first against the wall. And all is quiet in Unk's shrine, which we will get to the solving of first thing next time.
Is Lucius still paralyzed?
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything that's going to jump out and try and murder you within the next remainder of a minute, because that's how long it takes to have the thing wear
And
off.
I'm just gonna not fucking roll anymore because it's gonna be a natural.
You cut out.
I said I'm just not gonna roll anymore because it's gonna be a natural one. So you found Lucius's weakness is poison, paralysis.
Yeah. So a full minute of failed saves later, Lucius stands up.
Yep. I stand up, brush myself off, and I say, "Well, that sucked."
I'll help you up. Because I'm standing right there. Making sure nothing hurts you.
I mean, it did kind of hurt, but like I've got literally a scratch, and that's it.
Yep.
I didn't know that they were that scary.
Well, I wasn't afraid of that thing. In fact, I wanted to light it on fire, but
You
well,
were just laying there on the floor after it touched you once.
yeah, I don't know. It scratched me, and then my body just locked up and stopped responding. So,
Would you like a heal?
I'm okay. I mean, he barely hit me. So,
Okey-dokey.
yeah, save it until somebody actually needs it. Yeah, but I guess we'll have to be wary of those guys. So,
Yeah. So, like I said, we'll get to the solving next time. But I do want to total up your XP.
monstrous XP.
Monstrous. Yeah, because you got so much XP for just hacking the one shrine.
Yeah.
And then killing that vine, that took like all
Yeah.
of about 2 people.
Yeah.
Is that like 25 XP for that vine?
And then we don't forget we crossed the log, that treacherous log trap.
Let's see here. So,
We're gonna be like
Are you-
10 XP away.
Is Azaka leveling up with us? Because she's taking our XP?
she's not getting any better, no.
She's taking our XP and not getting better.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate her.
Is she higher level than us?
She's immune to most physical damage.
No. I guess there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah. And she hits like a truck anyway.
So everybody gets 292 XP.
That is more than I expected.
Yeah, that's because these ghoulie dudes were a little more powerful than you might expect. They were ghasts rather than ghouls. Hence the whole fucking Lucius's day up thing.
What did
I'm
we
used
go
to
up?
it.
14?
Yes. I think
Yep.
so.
Getting closer.
Yep. We just need to find 7 T-Rexes.
No problem.